Hello everybody, I am doing a story called The Island. So basically it is a utopia disguised as a dystopia. And unlike usual dystopias, where the character usually knows that it's a dystopia and a miserable world, this is going to be first an audiobook. And I don't really have the jizz or enough time, or don't really have the hyper to write it. So this is how I'm going to do it. So I want to tell you where it all began. So get ready. So basically it started with a pandemic, kind of like the pandemic that started in 2019, maybe even in the late 2018, I'm not sure. It was much deadlier. It's called A21 Roach, and yes, this is a fictional one. It's a fictional virus. So basically, it's called A21 Roach. Just made it up because its first hosts are in mice and roaches, and then it goes to humans. That's its life cycle. It basically goes from roaches to mice, then to humans, and then again and again and again. So how it works is it's latent at first. That means it's not active. And so when it enters your body, it tricks your body into thinking it's just a blood cell, and then it works like gene therapy. It enters DNA into the blood cells instead of, forcing that blood cell to become a host cell and making copies of itself and then bursting. So instead of that, it has DNA, and this is a smart virus. It's like a neural network, so kind of like a hive mind. So basically, when that DNA is a kill switch, so when it becomes active, it starts killing off your cells, and you do not have any symptoms even when you drop dead. Plus, it kind of numbs you up, so you don't feel any pain. That's nice, right? I still can't do this, the question face right now. Anyway, so then it goes on to the white blood cells, heart tissues, brain neurons, all of that. And so after I stop talking about A21 Roach, then I'll actually go into book character, and I'll make some of this along as I go. So let's see here. So when it becomes active, then it lets the white blood cells attack you, and it takes about 2 minutes to kill you.
Huh?
Anyway, so it takes about 2 minutes to become active, and kill you. So it lets the white blood cells. Okay, so it lets the white blood cells destroy it, but one cell of the virus has a mucus that makes it invisible to white blood cells. It also works like how a sperm tries to enter into an egg cell. I know I'm not gonna go through all the chemical stuff because I don't even know it. So even when the white blood cells try to, it doesn't have the chemical makeup or the chemical makeup to be able to go into it, so it'll be destroyed almost immediately. I use that to get mucus out of my throat because it's annoying, and my esophagus produces a lot. So when that happens, and you're dead. So when then the DNA starts to decompose your body, and you die, and you're completely decomposed within 2 days. So Then it goes on to find another host, which is usually, like I said, a mouse or a roach, almost always. And then it has a chemical trail when it tries to, go back to another host. So then, then it completely erases itself from its previous human host. So, yeah, that's how that works. 5 minutes. Yeah. So, 2 young men, and the human population went down to 6.9 million, and that's not a lot. I mean, considering humans kind of destroy everything. So, no, I don't have really that much against humans. So, a smart young woman and man, both the IQ around 139 to 150, and they were both age 19 and married happily and scientists. And, they discovered that it was a virus. And they also were able to get many other vaccines that were 100% effective for HIV, dengue fever, COVID-19, and all its other COVIDs, SARS, MERS, and typhoid. Also diabetes and AIDS. I think I already said HIV. Positive and negative. The last thing they were able to cure is, what was it now? That's all. So the woman was called Kushina, and the man was called Max. So they all the countries